Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel. I hope you're healthy and doing well. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, I've got a very bullish and important topic to talk about here. Definitely watch the video to the end because I'm going to lay out the facts. This is not sensationalism. This is not clickbait. This is the facts about what is taking place in our world today, and crypto is a big part of it. The crypto asset class is new, it's on the rise, and it's a disruptor, right? And we saw as a result of crypto, central banks and governments around the world started scrambling to build central bank digital currencies, moving their fiat paper money into a digital format so that they don't get disrupted. And I believe the current global health pandemic is fast tracking this process. I believe some things were set into motion. Meetings were had at Davos, in Davos at the World Economic Forum, and are now being fast tracked. And once again, I'm going to show you the facts. So the dialogue has started about the prospect of building a new international monetary system. With CBDCs from every central bank around the globe will usher us into a new monetary system, into the token economy, right? Which we've been talking about on this channel forever, where everything is going to be tokenized. And part of getting that process rolled out is the mindset of people needs to change, right? The average Joe. And I'm going to show you how that's already started, guys. So we saw this World Economic Forum already laid out a central bank digital currency policy toolmaker kit. So they're starting to put out the guidelines, and here's how you do it, and you guys should get started now, right? And in that, this was once again an insight report from the World Economic Forum, and look at the subtitle here: Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Guys, that's bullish as hell, right? January 2020, so only a few months back, right? And in this document here, they lay out how central banks should do this and why, and the pros and cons. And of course, globally available cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum are mentioned. Stablecoins are mentioned, such as USDC, Tether, Libra token, which Facebook is building, MakerDAO, Paxos, Gemini Dollar, right? They also mention here most relevant for wholesale CBDC. So how can you leverage some of these crypto assets to improve the usage of CBDC? They gave examples: JPM coin and XRP, which Ripple's building use cases around. So very bullish here, right? These are official documents. This is not made up. This is what's being circulated among governments and central banks around the globe, guys. And we see here at that time when Davos and so forth was taking place, calls for U.S. digital dollar rise as China powers ahead with a digital yuan. China has been leading the charge in building a CBDC. With the current health situation, I don't know if that stalls their progress, but it may actually push it ahead, because one of the items we are seeing is they are destroying the paper money because it could potentially spread the health problem, right? And that could be happening. We haven't heard updates as yet, but we are seeing the narrative being set here, guys, where you have World Economic Forum all putting out the narrative. You need to build a CBDC now. So ECB's Lagarde: we want to develop digital currencies, but won't discourage private initiatives. Here, you go to the IMF's website. Look at this: designing central bank digital currencies. They are putting out the information, the guides, the guardrails for different central banks and governments around the world. And check this out. It is crucial. Not that you should just think about it. It is crucial for central banks to consider digital currencies. Bank of England executive. See what is happening here, guys? The narrative, the putting out of literature, the dialogue. Here you're seeing these central banks are even forming groups to talk about their plan and their strategy and tactics, right? 6 central banks form digital currency use case working group, and they're working with the Bank of International Settlements, the BIS. So this is amazing to see. The dialogue, the process has started, and this is both for large and small countries, guys. It's not just the US and China and so forth. You have smaller islands, countries, and so forth. Marshall Islands sovereign digital currency will be based on Algorand, and they're not the only ones. There's other islands that are building their central bank digital currencies, guys. And all of these things coupled together And something amazing and interesting happened this past week, and I already covered it on the channel. Coinbase chief legal officer leaves Coinbase to go take a senior role at the U.S. bank regulator. And his name is Brian Brooks. And the timing is interesting. When the stock market is collapsing, when you have this big health concern, Steve Mnuchin calls him up and says, "Hey man, get over here now." Why now? Why didn't this take place in January? After Davos, right? After the World Economic Forum in Davos. It happened as the stock market's collapsing. As paper money is being shunned for usage. We already see businesses are saying, no more cash. No more cash. We don't want it. Because they're concerned about the spread, right? Of the health concern. And like I said, China is destroying the paper money. That could potentially happen in other countries as well. So the Office of Comptroller of Currency, the OCC. So this guy's going to work on currency. What is the U.S. looking to do along with all the central banks and governments around the world? Build a digital version of their fiat. And the OCC announced Brooks' appointment Monday, once again, the 16th, saying U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin designated Brooks as the new deputy effective April 1st, 2020. Brooks, a former Fannie Mae executive vice president, general counsel, and corporate secretary, has served as chief legal officer at Coinbase since September 2018. Another interesting takeaway there, this guy got into the crypto market and working for a crypto company in the bear market. That's a good sign, right? You got to have long-term vision, not tunnel vision of what's happening at the moment. And Mnuchin said in a statement, he looks forward to working with Brooks to ensure the stability of our financial system. And with the Fed pretty much destroying the US dollar right now by printing. I mean, it is ridiculous what's going on. It looks like they're going to fast track the building of a digital version. And that one of the things I'm thinking about is that they may use blockchain tech to keep more accountability, that you can't just keep printing, right? And more structure, more liquidity, real-time liquidity, 24/7. When you think about the crypto market, does not shut down. The stock market shuts down, right? And that's going to build more interoperability with cryptocurrencies. It is going to validate cryptocurrencies. And once again, look what the World Economic Forum has outlined, right? What are the crypto assets designed for inter and intra-bank payments and settlements? JPM Coin XRP. So the writing on the wall here is clear, guys. What is taking place? We are headed to that token economy. And part of the process to do that is to get the mass to adopt the mentality, to take into consideration, well, I need to use this versus the paper money. And here you have it, right? People are already backing off of cash, saying, oh, yeah, this is not ideal. It could spread, the health concern. Countries are already destroying some of their paper money. Businesses saying, oh, no more. And this, along with recent news of unbanning banking ban, Zimbabwe making a U-turn on crypto, looking to stabilize local economy. And it seems these things are in motion, and the health item is just fast tracking it now. Things are speeding up. And here, this is an interesting article from Catherine Coley, who's the Binance CEO. I interviewed her just, 2 weeks ago? Definitely check out that interview, guys. She's the CEO of Binance, was the head of XRP liquidity at Ripple, and she put out this article today. The U.S. should use stablecoins for emergency, not gonna name it, payments, right? I'll say C, emergency C payments, and that is interesting. Imagine the U.S. saying, okay, the stimulus checks we're gonna send to everybody, hey, download this app, and we're gonna fund you with a stablecoin or their CBDC. Now, she's making the case to say, don't use a CBDC, but rather use a stablecoin. They're kind of similar, but it's interesting that this is being put out. So you see the narrative changing, guys. Big things are ahead. I'm glad I'm here early. I'm not happy about the current pandemic situation, obviously, but things are fast tracking as a result of it. And this is, it is kind of crazy, guys. And I think as I said at the beginning of the video, the building of a new international monetary system. We are headed to a new setup. A new thing is on the horizon here, guys. And token economy, as I've been talking about for years now. You're going to have fiat paper money tokenized, different assets, and like I said, in that format, it's 24/7 now, like the crypto market. So guys, what do you think about this? I think this is being fast-tracked. I think a huge sign of what's taking place is what Mnuchin just did this past week. In the midst of what is going on, you got this guy coming on board, looking to solve it. And what's his expertise? Where has he been? Coinbase, right? So I don't. Once again, no sensationalism here. These are the facts, and I hope you see it. I would not financial investment advice. I'm hodling. If things get lower, I'll accumulate a bit more, and wait for this whole situation, this global health thing to calm down. We get back to normal, and then we are going to see, I think, massive surges in the crypto market. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. It's going to probably be into months, probably into next year, right? You got to think about it in years sometime, not just weeks and a couple of months. So I think big things are ahead. This is the new asset class. It's on the rise. It's changing the world. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up. Please share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.